Hey Rose family, it's your girl Serenity Rose, and we are back with another video. And as you guys can tell by the title, this is another part to the rating, stuff in my collection by category series. In this category, we are doing concealers. I definitely have less than like 15 concealers, so this should be a fairly quick video. And I want to give you as much details about my concealer collection as I possibly can. So if you're interested to see what I rate these concealers, then just keep on watching. Okay, so the first concealer that I'm going to be talking about is from LA Girl. It is the Pro Conceal High Definition Concealer. This is what it looks like, and everyone on YouTube used to rave about this, so I had to get it. I've had this for about a year, maybe 3 or 4. So it is a squeezy tube concealer. Everyone used to rave about this, like throwback YouTube. Again, I've had this for a few years now. When I got it, it was an okay match for me. It was still a bit too dark, but now it's just orange. So it's either gone bad or oxidized. But it wasn't really like full coverage for me. I feel like it kind of just blended away to nothing. My favorite way to use this concealer is to clean up my eyebrows because it does have a brush tip. So that was really what I used it for. Okay, I had out of gloss because my lips just wasn't feeling this matte lipstick for whatever reason. Then again, I did layer like 5 matte lipsticks, so yeah. Okay, so as far as this concealer goes, if I had to rate it, I would give it like a 2.5. It wasn't really all that. I'm not really sure what the hype was about back then, but for me, it just wasn't it, sis. And again, I like my concealers to have some type of coverage, especially if I'm trying to cover up these dark circles, because I barely sleep. So that is the first one I have. I'm trying to use that up just to get it out of my collection. The next concealer that I have is from e.l.f. It is the HD one, like the original concealer, in the shade medium. So what it looks like is an okay concealer. It is very hydrating. It's not a drying one by any means. Also, not really there for me in coverage. The shade is like a perfect shade for me, like the no makeup type of look is when I use that, or when I have something too bright, I use this to lighten or darken it to match me a bit better. When you use it on its own, it will crease quite a bit, so be careful with that. You want to set this as soon as you're done blending it out, and even then it will still crease a tad bit. But I would give this like a 5.5. It's an okay concealer. Would I repurchase it if I had nothing else in the world to purchase? Yes, but that's how I feel about it. So the next concealer that I have is from Maybelline. This is the Maybelline Fit Me Concealer in the shade 25 Medium. The writing wears off of these really quickly. I've gone through about 2 or 3 of these already, and I'm almost done with this one, as you can see. So my thoughts on this. A lot of people on YouTube compare this to the NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer or whatever it is. I don't have that concealer to attest to that comparison, but I can say that I love this formula. It's not really full coverage, but the coverage is there, just nothing too crazy, not drying. It doesn't crease as much as the e.l.f. concealer. So if I had to rate this, I would give this like a 7.5 to a 8. And would I repurchase? Hell yes. It's just a really easy concealer to work with. It doesn't dry too fast. It's just really, really simple. The next concealers, because they're 2 of the same concealers, just different shades. They are from L'Oreal. They are the Infallible Full Wear Concealers. I have the shade Toffee 405 Caramel, and then I have the shade Walnut 395. So those are the shade names, and then this is what the actual product looks like. So these are probably one of my favorite formulas from the drugstore. I love the doe foot. Also the Maybelline and e.l.f. concealer are doe foot applicators. So yeah, back to this concealer. I love the doe foot on this. It is super huge. Like, can you Do you see the size of that? That is freaking ginormo. I love me a big doe foot because I don't have to keep dipping into the concealer to grab more product. I highly recommend these, super affordable. I think they're like 10 or 11 bucks. For me, I think it's still affordable compared to like higher end concealers. So, you know, it's your call. You get quite a bit of product. This is full coverage. It makes your under eyes look so freaking smooth and healthy and hydrated. Like, this concealer is it. This is probably one of my favorite concealer formulas that I've tried to date. The next concealer that I have is from Maybelline. It's the Instant Age Rewind dark circle eraser thing. I have mine in the shade medium. I did have the neutralizer shade and it was a bit too dark for me. The medium shade is, I mean, not too dark. It was way too light for me. The neutralizer shade. This is not too light and not too dark. It's like kind of perfect, but the undertone is a bit weird for me. I feel like the undertone to this is a bit gray, but I do still use it, especially when I'm going to work and I just want to cover up my dark circles so I don't look like a freaking zombie at work and people think I'm gonna like eat their brains or something. So I do like this concealer. It is really full coverage. The applicator is like a sponge, like you twist it and then product comes out through the sponge. Is it my favorite? No. Very easy to use though, again, so applicators are not a deal breaker for me. So very forgiving. I give this a 9.5. You know, 0.5 points for the applicator, but again, I don't really care about it. It's just my thought process. So the next concealer that I have is from e.l.f. It is the 16-hour Camo Concealer. I have the shade Tan Sand. You can find these at Walmart, Target, any drugstore really, Ulta. And this concealer is probably my second favorite after the L'Oreal Infallible concealer because this is full coverage, sis. The applicator is another big doe foot. Look at how freaking huge that is. The coverage of this concealer is great. It is super full coverage. It does dry a bit on the quicker side. So you want to blend this out as soon as you apply it. Don't let it sit because you don't need any more coverage, because that's normally what people let concealer sit, is to give the concealer more coverage. But trust me, this has all the coverage you need. So don't let it sit, blend it out quickly, and yeah. I love the shade, I love the formula, I love the consistency. So obviously this is a, can you guess? Can you guess? It is a 10. Love this concealer. The next concealer that I have is from CoverGirl. This is the True Blend Undercover Concealer. I have mine in the shade M400 Warm Nude. This is what the packaging looks like. This is a newer release for CoverGirl as far as concealer goes. Again, this is my top third or top three, like my last top three favorite. And these are all in order, like first the L'Oreal, then the e.l.f., and then this one. And this also has a huge doe foot. I feel like most companies or brands are getting on track with the large doe foot applicator. It's just, you know, in high demand, I think, right now. So as far as the formula, again, this is like L'Oreal concealer and the e.l.f. concealer put together. Like, it doesn't dry too quick, but it's super hydrating, super full coverage, really easy to blend out. I love this concealer. Highly recommend. Any one of these three are from the drugstore. They're super affordable, and if you're looking for something new to try, I highly recommend. But if you don't like full coverage, none of these are for you. None of them. And I give that one a 10 as well, clearly, because this is my top three. Last but not least is the Morphe Fluidity, I think I'm saying that right, concealer. I got mine in the shade C2.35. This is what the packaging looks like. It is a doe foot, but not as big as the other ones. It's kind of like a flat spatula kind of doe footy applicator, as you can see. This I absolutely love. It is a bit on the drying side, so you want to make sure that you blend this out as quick as possible. Also, they have an amazing shade range. I believe they have either 30 or 40 shades, and I think you can find your shade, you know, with that, in between that range. Super full coverage. I love the way it wears. It does crease a tad bit, but nothing too crazy. What concealer doesn't crease? You know, we're human, we're not robots. So yeah, I give this like a 9.5. If I had a top 4, this would be my 4th top favorite. So yeah. So that brings this video to an end. That is all the concealers I have. I literally only have 9 concealers. I could have sworn I had more, but like I said in the beginning, I have less than 15 concealers, and that is my concealer collection. I do want to grow it out more. There's so many more concealers that I want to try, and I will try them eventually. That is all my concealers. That is all my thoughts, all my ratings. Comment down below if you tried any of them, if you disagree with me, if you agree. I love to have open discussions with my Rose family. And yeah, so drop a thumbs up if you enjoyed watching this video, or a thumbs down. You know, any feedback is positive feedback. Drop a comment down below if you have any questions or anything. Like I said before, I love conversating with my Rose family. We are just one nice big collective group. If you made it this far in the video and you are new, please hit that subscribe button, because you watched the entire video. You might as well just watch some more, you know, or stay tuned for more. Why not? Why not? Please don't forget to hit that subscribe button and the notification bell right next to it, so you guys can stay notified anytime I do upload. I would appreciate it. I am trying to get to 8,000 subs before the year is over. Do I think it's gonna happen? I'm gonna say yes, because I feel like when you speak stuff into existence, it happens and it comes true. So I'm gonna make it. I'm gonna get as close as I can. Okay, so with that being said, don't forget to hit the subscribe button, is the main point. Also, I am doing a giveaway right now. If you have not seen the video, the word giveaway is in the title, so go check that out and follow the rules from that video. If you are interested in a little giveaway, I'm going to be starting to do more giveaways, so you definitely want to subscribe and stay notified. I did forget to mention, if you guys like my contacts that I am wearing, I will leave a link down below for a discount. These are from TTDI and TTDI. I'm not sure if I said an extra T or extra D, but they are from there, and you can get 10% off your order. And these are in the shade color Polar Lights Blue Gray. I freaking love these contacts. I've literally worn them every day since I've got them, so I should say it all. Also, if you want to purchase a pair of my favorite lashes, they will also be in the description bar. So with that being said, I hope you guys are having an amazing day or night wherever you guys are, and I will hopefully see all of you guys in my next video. Bye.